Hello guys, and welcome back to a new episode of Pokémon FireRed. In the last episode we got a new team member and saw Bill, and in this episode we are going to take on the gym. So, with our current party looking like this, we should be able to possibly get through this gym easily enough. It might be a bit tough still, because we don't have the best moves. We only have Absorb, which is good against water types. So we will just have to hope for the best and carry on through. So let's start off. Splash! I'm first up. Let's do it. Now let's see what this guy has. The Horsey. Horsey is kinda cute, but it's not very strong. At least not at this point. It will get a whole lot stronger if you can get it to the last stage, which we can't do in the main story of the game. Can in the after game, but not now. Anyway, we should be able to take it on easily enough. Doesn't have much power against us. Some of the other Pokemon in here might, but not this one. So that should be good enough. And fun fact, Horsey was the first shiny Pokemon I found. Shiny, it's kind of rare Pokemon if you don't know about it. Won't go too much into detail about those. And since that day, every shiny I have found has been some kind of blue Pokemon, which is interesting enough, at least in its shiny form. Next up, Shelder. This one can possibly be a problem for us, depending on how lucky it is, but it shouldn't be too dangerous unless this thing gets us. Now we do have one revive, but I want to save that in case we get in very deep trouble, and some other healing items, but as usual I'll try not to use them too much. And thank you, Oddish. You have been great with that confusion. I hate it when confusion makes it. Now, our little Oddish isn't too far away from its own evolution either. But I don't think we will get that before the gym leader, so we'll just have to carry on through and see how it goes. Now, if we take a step further, we will have to battle that trainer, and that is exactly what we will do. What? You? I'm more than good enough for you. Misty won't have to be bothered. Well, she is standing right there, so I think she will be a little bit bothered. But I don't know. Maybe it's interesting to watch some stranger battle in your gym. Anyway, if we're lucky, this Horsey, this Goldeen, standard fish Pokemon, not too great, but it has some decent attack and stuff. So, but not underestimated too much. As you can see, might have to use some healing before we take on Misty, but I think we will do just fine once we take care of this one. Goldeen might also have a one-hit KO move, but this one doesn't, luckily. Those aren't too good to hit your opponent with either, but seems like the AI always gets it anyway. But we were lucky enough not to battle against one of those Goldeens. So let's see. I have one more potion left. Let's just use a super potion. We had to use more than one potion anyway, so no worries about that. And then we will take on Misty. Hi, you're a new face. Only those trainers who have a policy about Pokemon can turn pro. What is your approach when you catch and train Pokemon? My policy is an all-out offensive with water-type Pokemon. I personally don't have very much of a policy, just go with what I feel like. Anyway, Misty here will start off with this Staryu. It is an extremely fast water type, so we won't be faster than it. Hardly anything you can come up with at this point will be faster than it, so don't even worry about that. But a little bit of defense is good against it, so might manage. And yeah, it only has those water type moves and some normal too, I believe. So nothing we have to worry about. And it's already down. Very good. Should probably, unless something strange happens, gives us another level. Thank you. Things are looking up. And her next one, Starmie, which is the evolution of Staryu, and it is a water psychic type. It would be very, very painful for us if it knew any psychic moves. But this one luckily doesn't, it only knows water and normal type moves. I think I will try to put it to sleep. This might be risky, but it is a risk I'm willing to take. And it's a risk that failed. But we'll try again and see if it works. And if it wakes up too early, we will have to sacrifice one of our other team members to heal this one up. I am petty. But this one also has a bit of defense, so this might take a while. Chip it away a little bit. And there's also the case of her having healing items, so it might take a little bit of time. Unless we are looking at a critical hit. Fingers crossed. Give me a critical, please. No. But at least we have more health now, so that's good. And it won't wake up on this turn. Might wake up on the next one. Or the one after that, but we'll see. Until then, we'll just keep on carrying on, and we have almost full health again. Getting kinda low on PV for our absorb move, but we'll be fine, I think. So let's just carry on again and see if we can finish off this army before he kills us. But I think we can do it. I don't think it should be too much of a pain, unless she has 2 potions, which I can't remember if she does or not. Apparently not. So, ooh, almost there. But she didn't get us, so yeah. Worked out perfectly for us and our new team member, which is now in level 21. Very good. Wow, you're too much. Alright, you can have the cascade badge to show you beat me. And a decent amount of money. But most importantly, Spoiler is evolving. And what does it evolve into? Well, it evolves into something that will now spoil your appetite. Sorry, I had you. I hope you can forgive me. But it's now a gloom. The Cascade badge makes all Pokémon up to level 30 obey. That includes even outsiders you got in trades. There's more, you can now use Cut any time even out of battle. You can cut down small trees to open new pathways. You can also have my favorite TM. And we get this one, which is a pretty useful TM. TM03 teaches Water Pulse. Use it on an aquatic Pokemon, which we might do. We do have Jester, which he can't learn it right now at all. And we also have... no, we don't have anything else can use it at this point. But Spoiler is now much stronger. In serious nature fits it very well at this point. Might not later on, but at this point it does. It will stay like this for a while though. Special attack looks pretty good, special defense too. Overall pretty decent. It's a little bit weaker than Alak at this point, but it's also a few levels lower, so it will catch up. We'll just move Jestron to in front again. And then we will carry on onwards after a quick pit stop at the Pokémon Center. So now where does the path take us onwards, you might ask? And that will be answered in a little while, if you know me. So let's just carry on out again. Now as we are done with that, we can stop by this house over here where the rockets had robbed people. Doesn't look very good in here. Team Rocket must be trying to dig their way into no good. Huh, interesting. Those miserable rockets. Look what they've done to my house. They stole a TM for teaching Pokemon how to dig holes. I was going to use it on a Mankey or a Sandshrew. That cost me a bundle, it did. That's too bad. Seems like they dug their way straight through your wall too. And I don't know what these footprints belong to, but could be anything. Anyway, you're just lingering around the crime scene, aren't you? I will... Well, what do you have to say in your defense? Hey, stay out! It's not your yard. Huh? Me? I'm an innocent bystander. Don't you believe me? No. And this isn't a yard either, it's a path. So, I'm free to go on the path if I want to. You are too, but don't claim it is a yard. Now, we'll just let Jester get some training again and keep Spoiler in front for a little while so they can even out the levels a bit. Jester should also be getting a new move soon. Not that his stats are good for anything except his speed stat, which is extremely high, but a high speed stat without anything to back it up isn't worth much, if I may say so. Sorry about that, just had to cough a little bit. Anyway, Machop here shouldn't be too much trouble to take out. Although I'm not sure how you are supposed to pronounce this name, because people keep calling him Machop, and I keep calling him Machop. So which one is it? Where do you put the emphasis? Because I don't know, and I think the Machop thing sounds a bit silly. Seems well chopped up, if and with a lack of better term. Anyway, let's just switch out. I don't think Spoiler should be fighting against a Drowsy on its own, because Drowsy is this thing, and it is Psychic type. It's based off a beast that steals your nightmares, so for your dreams. So when I was a kid, I always thought it looked like that one had come straight out of a mud bath. I'm sure I'm not the only one who thought that, though, so maybe you did too. Well, anyway, let's just beat this thing up and see how it goes. It's not very strong, and it's not against us at this point. We might be a little bit over-leveled for some things, but that's fine. Stop! I give up! I'll leave quietly. Okay, I'll return the TM I stole. And apparently we get it. I better get moving. Bye. Now, with that TM, which is Dig, pretty good TM at this point, we can just carry on if we want to, but you can also go back and talk to the guy, and he will simply say, I figure what's lost is lost. I decided to teach Diglett how to dig without a TM. So he won't try to take it back or anything, so you can just keep it and carry on with good conscience. Over here we can't go yet because of a tree, Although we have the ability to cut down 3 trees outside of battle, we don't have the cut move. So we won't get very far with that. Anyway, down this path there should be a couple of new Pokemon, I think. But more importantly, we have this house. This house is pretty interesting. Nothing too special, but I run the daycare service. Would you like me to raise one of your Pokemon? No, I would not. But this guy will take a single Pokemon and raise it for you. Depending on how many steps you take in the game, it will grow stronger. So it will grow stronger along with how much you run around and stuff. So it can be useful to put a Pokemon in there if you don't want to train it yourself for a while. Only one though. It's not like in the other games where you can just put in 2 Pokemon and breed them. So that won't work for now. This gate here, we should try to go through. I'm on guard duty. Gee, I'm thirsty though. Oh wait there, the road's closed. Okay. Now if you look at the town map. No, the town map. The milk carton! Saffron City is through there. And we can't go there yet. For some reason. But where we are trying to go to is Cerulean City, where that ship is said to be. So, to get there we have to go back. And into this place. The underground path, which will connect the 2 cities without going underneath Saffron City. Hi, do you have a Nidoran male? I want to trade it for my Nidoran female. No, I do not. I don't want either of them at this point. Anyway, here we have the underground path. It is pretty interesting. And if I remember correctly, there are some hidden items down here, but I won't go and look for them. It will take some time. So let's just carry on. People often lose things in the darkness of the underground path. Now there's your hint to that thing about there being many items down there. Anyway, now that we have crossed through, I think it's time to end this episode off in a second. This is the southern gate into Saffron City, which is also closed for the time being. And carrying on the path downwards, there are some trainers and we will eventually get to Cerulean City. But for now, we will call this an episode, so I'll see you next time. And until then, take care.